All right, boys and girls, Bitcoin is literally on the verge of breaking out of this very bullish pattern. And if it does, I hope you're loaded up on some altcoins like I am and like the Wolfpack group is, because we're about to make a shitload of money. We've already made a shitload of money. We made $128,000 this week, which is a pretty good cash, little cash grab there. Okay, but if we look at what's going on in Bitcoin right now and what's going on in altcoins, I think this is just the beginning, and that is just a small little pocket change versus what's coming. So let's look at the charts and see why that may be. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's try to get at least a 10% like to follow ratio here. With the current amount of subscribers, like 6,000 something, that means we need at least 600 likes on this video. So go ahead and smash that like button. I got 450,000 subs on my other channel, of which I stopped posting there for a while due to I made videos about XRP versus SEC and they banned the channel. And then I got it back and then it was a little bit slow. So I just decided to start over. But some great podcasts are coming on that channel coming soon. It's going to be a different direction. This is trading and trading only. So let's get into some trading after we just had a killer week, right? $32,000 today, $128,000 yesterday. If you want to know exactly what those altcoins are, find out in the Discord group or watch the last video on all the altcoins that I was in. But let's just take a look at the top-down analysis of Bitcoin today. Right now, we are forming up a very bullish ascending triangle at all-time highs. You couldn't ask for a better pattern to be forming at all-time highs, because when this pattern breaks, this is what we call a kryptonite breakout pattern. It's an ascending triangle breakout pattern to all-time highs. And when that breaks, there's no resistance letting this thing have any sort of space that says, no, you're not going any higher, because this is the highest we ever accepted prices before. Okay. And right now we're at that price. We're literally at all-time highs. But what we do have here is an ascending triangle breakout formation, right? Looks a little bit more like a flat channel there, but this is an ascending triangle breakout right here, of which we just saw a similar pattern on gold. And you can see what happened when gold did it. Gold starts pumping to the upside. Okay. Similar pattern on gold here. Ascending triangle breakout at all-time highs. Had one little fake out, and then it's ripped to the upside. And that's exactly what we're forming here on Bitcoin. So if this breaks out at about 75K, it's no brainer that we're going to 100. I think that's just going to be the magnet. Typically, when you see a chart break out below a very relevant psychological whole number, the chart is just like a magnet to that level. And everybody's been hoping for the 100K this time, the 100K this time. Didn't happen. This formation is what will get us to 100K minimum. Brief interruption here, guys. Did you know that 75% of traders have accounts under $25,000? This creates a huge problem, because even if you double that account in a year, which is almost impossible, you're still only making $25,000. Introducing Hydra funding, where you can potentially get access up to $500,000 in capital. All you have to do, guys, is sign up for a challenge account, which is going to give you potentially access up to $500,000. And if you earn a 10% profit in this demo account without going into a 5% loss overall or a 4% loss in a day, you will then pass their evaluation phase and, yes, get access to an account with the selected size account. And now, instead of trying to double a $10,000 account, you could potentially earn only 10% on a $100,000 account to earn the same level of profits. And the benefits of this are huge. Rather than risking your entire $10,000 on one account, you can use just $1,000 to potentially get access to $100,000 in capital. You can trade crypto, forex, stocks, CFTs, gold, oil, everything under the sun, all on MT4 and MT5. If you're interested, if you have an account under $25,000, like 75% of traders out there, you're not going to make any money with that account because it's too small. Get access to pro level funding and pro level capital with Hydra funding. Link's going to be below. Okay. And then it's going to be absolute chaos at 100K all over the place. Who knows what fucking happens after that? But this pattern that we're trading right now, this can be the pattern that gives us that slingshot up to 100K that we can capitalize on a bunch of altcoins and make some bank. Even trading Bitcoin here is looking like a very bullish. Now, on the opposite side of that, if it started breaking down below this ascending trend line here, which we got a bullish trend, right, then obviously that would potentially change my opinion. Okay. All I look at is what the chart's doing. Now, if it started breaking down below this level here at about 60K, I might start changing my opinion, because the reason when I started getting bullish here on Bitcoin after we broke down the 50-day moving average, right? I shorted right here and was looking for the breakdown. I covered my short here, down here, in the case that if it broke down below this low and this low, yes, that could signal the potential catastrophic drop and come back down to 40, 50K. But in the case that it closed back above that level and formed a trap, of which it did, a sell side liquidity trap, that is a very bullish buy signal. And as soon as that happened, I started to become much more neutral to bullish. And as soon as we start breaking above the 50-day moving average and even broke above this level here, once this broke out right here, that was my signal. Okay, time to go balls deep in altcoins. Let's fucking go. We have flipped. We have the confirmation of the bull trap right here, or bear trap. Then we have the breakout here. It's time to get long. Let's get in a bunch of altcoins, which led to $128,000 this week, which is not bad. We did have a little pullback yesterday, but now we're back up 32K today. So in total, 128K, locked in $35,000 profit on Miro, which is a stupid fucking meme coin. I fucking hate meme coins, but I'm up like almost a decent amount. I'm up like 100 grand on Ondo right now. Just made like 100 grand on meme coins almost. And I still think there's upside potential. Now, I have a meme coin video that should be maybe out right now and tell you about which meme coins I'm in. But as of right now, this is the Bitcoin channel or pattern that we're looking at here, with basically we got to get above this breakout trigger. And if that happens, that is going to be the move for us to push up towards 100K. All right. Ethereum, a little bit, I don't like the pattern on Ethereum actually, just for the simple fact that it's just gone up so fast that there has a bit of pullback yet. Now, it doesn't mean it has to have a pullback, right? This trend right here, this alt season right here that just happened, there was literally not a single pullback other than that crazy volatile day and then a little bit of push right after that, and then the dip, and then the dip. But this trended for months, just going up, in which we can see something like that happen again. If we look at the weekly chart here, we're also in a, you could say, symmetrical triangle breakout, but it's quite large, right? It's not very compressed in the sense of its ability to break out. It's just slingshot to the upside. And now when you compress it a little bit more, it looks a little bit more feasible that this could break out to the upside, but I expect a little bit more volatility in here. But I'm shooting for at least a $5,000 Ethereum here, which isn't that much farther. It's 1,000 points up from where we are now. Now, if it breaks above that, then that could definitely push us to 6, 7, 8,000 Ethereum. And if that happens, we're going to have, $1 million profit month, maybe, potentially. That would be nice, but there's going to be a lot of money to be made. But I don't think it's going to be easy. I think there is going to be some shakeouts involved that are going to be difficult to trade, but we'll see how that goes. If we look at what's going on with stocks have just been continuing to pump, right? We broke this all-time high, NASDAQ pumping, came back down, retested the breakout, and now we're just off to the races. Week-long rally up here. Now, for me, I'm thinking 20,000-ish, which is not too far off. So I am still a little bit concerned about stocks because we haven't really seen a pullback, but stocks do have the ability to just trend for a long time without seeing any significant pullbacks. So NASDAQ looking solid. S&P, very bullish trend, sitting in all-time highs, which is also a little bit concerning. I don't like things at all-time highs, even though they can continue to go. What I like to see is a breakout at all-time highs, and then just a parabolic fucking run, kind of like we saw here last time on Bitcoin. Breakout all-time highs at 20K, and just off to the races for the next couple months. Get in, get out, walk away, secure the bag, lock in the fucking gains, right? The thing is, guys, nobody locks in any gains. Someone said in my Discord, because I sold Miro for a $35,000 profit, and it just pumped another 10% today. And he's like, dude, why did you sell? Like, well, I didn't know it was going to fucking pump another 10%. But what I do know is that I have 3 other meme coins in case the industry continues to run. and I have $35,000 profit right now. Let me secure that 35K. I still have other exposure. And you're never going to sell at the top. Okay? But if you're not selling on strength, you're never going to sell when things are really good. Most times, if you're looking at your portfolio, you're like, holy shit, it's like at all-time highs. If you're not selling at all-time highs, then you're typically going to continue to sell when things are not at all-time highs in your portfolio. So sell when things are looking great, okay? And while you're going to miss out on future moves that potentially could continue to happen, it feels better to do that. What most people do is they see these big numbers in their portfolio. They never sell when things are going euphoric or peaking, and then they sell when they're at the dumpster, or they never sell after things have come down 80, 90% off those amazing highs that they were once looking at in their portfolio, but they never sold when things were good, right? It's like a UFC fighter or an NBA player, rather than quitting after winning the NBA championship, they continue to go until they're washed out, right? Because when you're at winning the NBA championship, you're feeling like you're on top of the world. So you can either exit when you're at the top, or you can continue playing the game until you look like a fucking loser and people are like, oh man, this is just sad to see him keep going, right? So it's a bit of a psychological warfare game, but in trading, you got to lock in profits when things are looking good. If it's good enough to talk about and be like, holy shit, guys, look at this. Holy shit, guys, look at my profits. That means you should be taking some profits off the table. Whether it's the full thing or 10%, 20%, 30% of it, take off something. It's because greed is what's going to inevitably lead to your failure, because you're so greedy that you're going to want so much more than you deserve, and you never lock in any gains. But with that said, guys, things are looking good. Things are looking good. Big profit week, and I'm expecting more. But I think 100K is definitely in sight here. And always manage the risk. We could all be wrong. Things could dump, and we lose it all. So use stop losses, please. Anyways, guys, that's a wrap for today. Like, comment, subscribe. Discord, if you want all my juicy alerts with video analysis for every trade I make, explaining exactly why I got in, why I'm going to get out, and where I'm going to get out, then there's a link below. But also subscribe, 10% like to comment ratio. Let's go. See you in the next one.